Hi, everybody. Welcome. Today we've got a practice that is designed to wake you up if you're feeling kind of lethargic or a little bit sluggish today. If you're feeling high wired and flitting about, it will help bring you to a more steady place. And if you're right in the middle, it'll keep you there. So uh, let's get our blocks, our strap, take a nice seat, and we'll begin. Sitting comfortably, however you like, lean back. Close your eyes and a big, big exhale down your back. Shoulder blades settle. Bring your hands to your belly, draw your belly back and up. Move your elbows away from each other. You can feel your collarbones expand. And then rest your hands lightly on your thighs. You may turn your palms up, bring your index fingers and thumbs together, and then lean back into a place behind you that you can't see, but you can feel it. There's a steadiness to it. There's support. And from there, you rise up from the base of your heart, through your throat, the roof of your mouth, through the top of your head. Come into your breath on the inhale, free and wide. And the exhale, slow, slow and steady. And take a deep, full, high breath in. And a long, complete, easy breath out. Take your hands together at the center of your heart, Anjali Mudra. And bring your heart toward your thumbs toward your heart. So there's something potent there in between your hands. Your heart feeds into it. And your fingertips lifted up toward the heavens. Take a deep inhale and exhale. And pressing your finger pads toward each other, straighten your arms right up over your head. Big lift up. So this precious little packet of prayer, of hope, of wish, of desire right between your hands is finding its way to a greater source of power, of energy, of light, of being. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, release your arms and come down by your sides and all the way back to your precious heart. Blink your eyes open, release your hands, and we'll come right into downward dog today. Plant the hands and lift up. We're going to dissect this a little bit. Bend your knees, lift your chin. Feel the arch in your low back that matches the arch in your neck. Arm bones lift, armpits lift. Then hug your heels toward each other, lift your belly, straighten your legs, move the top of your thighs back, and bring your heels toward the earth. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And again, bend your knees, tilt your sitting bones up, lift the chin. Release the chin, straighten the legs, draw your heels to the earth. Bend your knees, lift your chin, look up, and even come forward a little bit this time. Shoulders more toward the wrists, and then bring it back to downward dog shape. Straighten the legs, heels toward the earth. Bend your knees, lift your chin, come forward. Exhale back, lower the chin, lower the heels. Last time, bend your knees, lift the chin, come forward with that nice arch, low back, and then back it up and heels down, ears between your arms. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Bend both knees. Bring your heels over to the right. Turn your torso to the left. So heels are off the floor here. And then bring it back up and glide the heels to the left, torso to the right. Keep your belly way back toward your spine and moving up. Come back in one more time, heels right, dial left with the torso, and then up and heels left. Arm bones lifting. And come back into the middle, and we'll step it out. Bend one knee and bend the other knee. Okay, and both heels high to the sky, and bring your heels to the earth. Take your right leg up to the sky. Roll your right hip on top of the left, bend the knee. We're just going to make knee circles here. And these circles can be small or big. And go the other way. And then straighten the legs, square your hips, and bring that right foot down to the floor. Left leg comes up. Roll the left hip, bend the knee. We'll just make some little knee circles here. One direction, then the other. Right knee can be bent, by the way, the standing leg. And then bring it back, straighten the leg, and square the hips and bring your foot down to the floor. Bend your knees, move your baby toes to the outer edges of your mat, walk your hands back toward your feet. We'll come into what I call football pose. I'll show you from this direction. Forearms on your thighs. Toes points forward, and the heels hug in. Lift from your belly. Stay here or come down into your deep yogic squat. You may sit on a couple blocks. Hug your legs in, press your arms out, lean back. Once again, you've got your hands at your heart. We do that a lot, and there's a reason for that, and I think it's because your heart is always talking to your hands, and your hands are always speaking through gesture and action, and they feed your words as well. So in many ways, your heart speaks. Lean back and listen. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Legs squeeze in a little more, arms press out a little bit more. If you feel that dynamic of give and take. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands to the floor. Straighten your legs part way. Move your feet further away from each other. We're just going to zigzag side to side here. You may come down a little lower, lifting the toes, coming onto the heels, and just side to side. Getting into the inseam of the leg a little bit. And then come back into the middle. Bend your knees, hands forward. Walk your hands as far forward as they will go and lift your chin again. Get the arch in your low back. And press through your heels. Slowly straighten your legs any amount. And release your ears between your arms. Shift your weight forward slightly toward your fingertips with a soft bend in the knees. And then bring it back toward the heels. So it's kind of a little tiny movement here. Forward, unlock the knees, and back, and forward, and back. Lift the belly toward the spine, and the energy comes from the belly up toward your heart. Bend your knees a lot, walk your hands back in, bring your hands to your hips, elbows to the sky, and lift your chin, arch in your low back, and then draw the skin of your bum down as your tailbone goes down and you come up. Arms up, reach up and over with the right arm and pull down, and up and over with the left arm and pull down. And once again, either side, and down, and up and over, and down, and both arms up. Cactus arms, bend your elbows, tilt your elbows forward, your forearms back, and hug your shins toward each other. And lift your heels up so you're on your tippy toes. Set your drishti, your gaze, and feel the strength, feel the wiggle, and the lift up from your low belly. Arms up to the sky with a reach, and then exhale, heels to the earth, and arms down by your sides. Walk your feet in a little bit so they're still wider than hip width. Make a fist with your hands. Bring your thumbs inside your hands to the palms and cross your fingers over your thumbs. Bend your elbows, and we'll just take these little fist taps side to side, like a little, always think of a ride at the amusement park. You sit on one of these and just spin around until you don't feel so good, and side to side. But this feels good, right? Hopefully. And so then take these little taps to the belly, low belly, way up. Things kind of get stuck in here sometimes. Just tap it out. Some fresh pulsation in there. And then come on up around your collarbones from side to side. And then to the back of your neck, base of your skull, little taps. And all the way around the side to the temples and third eye. Little taps here, right between your eyebrows. And bring your hands back together in Anjali Mudra, thumbs to your third eye. And feel the touch. Third eye to your thumbs, thumbs to your third eye. And take your arms up to the sky for a big reach. As though you're holding a little prayer there between your hands. Feel that. Even lean back and maybe place a prayer right in there. And lift it up. And set your drishti, set your gaze. Cross your thumbs one over the other. Hug your arms in toward your head. Hug your outer shins toward each other. And then once again, lift your heels up. Everything lifts. There's a little something there between your hands that holds you steady. That's your conviction. Breath in. And then exhale, lower your heels. Release that prayer, that hope. Let it go up. And arms come down. Roll your shoulders one direction and then the other. Good. Step your feet together. If you're not at the front of your mat, come to the front of your mat. I'm going to adjust this a little bit so that you can see my head. Okay. Sorry about that. Arms up to the sky with a reach. And exhale to bow forward. Soften your knees. Inhale, look up. Step your right leg back. Toe heel your left foot left and bring your hands to the inside of your front foot. Back knee to the floor. Straighten your front leg, toes to the sky, inhale. Exhale and bend back in, heart forward. Knee comes a little beyond the ankle. Inhale, straighten. Big breath. Exhale, dip in. Inhale to straighten. And exhale to bend. Straighten the leg. Hold for a few breaths. Dial your left ribs toward your right ribs and take your left hip back. Inhale, come back to center. Walk the back knee back. Come down onto your forearms and elbows. You might use your blocks here. And hug your left knee in toward your left arm. Stay here or float the back knee up and press out through the back heel. Gaze is out beyond your knuckles. Take a full breath in. Exhale. Inhale, belly lifting. There's a buoyancy in your low back here. And exhale. And then lower that knee. Come up onto your hands. Lift the back knee up again and turn your toes, back toes to the right. Slight angle. Reach out to the right, upper right corner with your arms and draw the right hip back. So as you lift a big scoop of the left buttock and an extension through the arms, pull the feet away from each other and soften your heart. Just at the base of the neck, there's a release. Inhale to come up. Exhale your breath. Walk your hands back through. Back knee to the floor, straighten your front leg, and sit back on your heel. Eek. If that doesn't feel good, sit on a block. Bow forward. So pretty much you got the perineum right there on the heel. It's an acquired taste, bowing. And then slowly come up. Bend into the knee. Hands in front. Lift the back knee up off the floor. Gaze forward, hands forward. And bring that right foot down beside the left. Hands on the blocks, the floor, or your shins. Take a deep breath in, soft knees. Exhale and bow forward. Inhale, look up with a length, lifting up from the back of the legs. Exhale and releasing from the top of the leg down toward the ankle. Inhale, look up. Bend your knees, hands to your hips, lift your chin, get that arch in your low back. And think of this top of your buttocks, that skin moving down. Your tailbone drops, pelvic bone lifts, and belly moves back. Arms up to the sky, full breath in. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, look up. Step your left leg back. Toe heel your right foot to the right, hands to the inside. Bring your back knee to the floor. Straighten your front leg, inhale. Exhale, bend in and come forward a little like in an Asana. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend in. Riding your breath like a seesaw. Inhale. Exhale. And stay here. Hands to the inside. You may come down on your forearms and elbows. Gazing out beyond the knuckles. And the back knee up or down. Your choice. Press out through the heel. Femur bone lifts. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Feel the shoulder blades move away from your ears. Belly lifts, and what's your heart do? As always, it's moving forward. It's rising up. Breath. Deep inhale. And exhale. Bring your back knee to the floor. Hands to the inside. Straighten. Lift up your back knee again. Bring your heel to the floor. Hands to the inside. And reach out to the left. Your back toes, your left toes are dialed to the left. Left heel is flat. Bring a little more effort to the baby toe side of that left foot. So the inseam of your leg lifts. Take a deep breath in. Extending. And a deep breath out to soften right between your shoulder blades. Inhale to come up. Walk it back into the middle. Bring your back knee to the floor. Straighten your front leg. And sit back on your heel. So you flatten the back foot and sit back. If this doesn't feel good, like I said before, shift over a little and sit up on a block. Okay? Otherwise, draw the right hip back, lengthen, and take your bow. Press the right heel down and back on your inhale, back toward your buttock. And then as you exhale, press the right heel down and forward to extend the leg out toward the front of your mat. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Slowly come up. Bend into that knee. Lift your back knee up off the floor, toes curled. Gaze forward, hands forward. Float, bend the knee, and bring your left foot down beside the right. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale and bow. Root through your feet. Sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. And hands Anjali Mudra at your heart. And pause here, feeling your feet, all four corners rooting down. There's a settledness right around the base of your heart. You tune in over and over again to this inner vibration that is always playing a tune of one type or another. And it's our invitation to always recognize the quality of that song, whether it's happy or sad, indifferent, quizzical, searching, knowing. Release your hands. Inhale, sweep up to the sky, and exhale to bow forward. Inhale, look up. Bring your left knee to the back, left leg back, left knee to the floor. Left hand to the inside on the block or the floor. Lift the back foot, and the right hand goes back for the foot. Turn your right toes out a little bit. And you might have a strap around this foot, and that's plenty good. Okay, inhale to round the back, pull the front foot and back knee toward each other. And then exhale to pull the feet away, get a long spine, and dial open. Stack your shoulders. Inhale, look to the side. Exhale, look down to the floor. Inhale to the side. And exhale toward your hand on the floor. One more. Inhale to the side and hold it there. Roll the left shoulder back. And maybe your gaze goes skyward, opening up. You can always bring your left forearm to the floor as well. Keep opening, opening, and release. Come on back to center. Both hands to the inside. Toe heel your right foot in a little. Plant your hands in three-legged dog. Bring that right foot down, left leg up to the sky, hug the hips. Feel the midline. Bend your knee to your chest, left foot forward, back knee to the floor. Right hand comes a little forward because when you twist, you want your shoulder more over the wrist. Bend the back knee. Reach back for the foot. The palm is open. You go for the foot or the strap. Some of you may take the foot in this little brain of the hand between the index finger and thumb. That's a good idea too. Bow forward. Puff the back body. Pull the front foot, back knee toward each other. So you're integrating the energy, the power, the strength. And then as you exhale, pull that all away like you're trying to share all that with your heart. Lean back. Look to the side. Inhale. Exhale, look down. Left toes point out just a little bit. Inhale to the side, opening up through the shoulders, away from the ears. Exhale, look down. Inhale to the side, move your throat and cheekbones back. And exhale, look down. Come back to the middle. And we're going to bend this right elbow a little bit, maybe even move the right hand a little more to the right as you curl open. Kick the foot back into the hand. Both elbows a little bent, dialing open. Big heart toward the sky, opening. And release. A look down. Both hands to the earth, toe heel, the left foot in. Plant your hands, lift the back knee, and three-legged dog. Deep breath in, and exhale. To readjust that one, okay? And bring your foot to the floor. Take a deep inhale. And exhale to bend the knees, tilt your sitting bones to the sky, lift your chin. Hug your heels toward each other, lift your belly. Move your inner thighs back and apart. And then slowly lift from the kneecaps. Draw your heels to the earth. And pull your feet. Imagine you can pull them forward toward your hands. And then come forward. High plank. Use your knees if you want. And back. Downward facing dog. Inhale forward. And exhale, bring it back. Inhale forward. And then use your knees if you'd like and lower all the way down to the floor. Scooch back. Turn your fingers out a little bit, hands by your low ribs. Drag your legs back, lift your belly. Then inchworm your torso forward, roll the head of your arm bones back. And the last thing to come up is your chin and head, little baby cobra. Big breath. And then lower. And lower down. Come back to all fours. Wag it out a little bit, side to side. Puppy pose. Arms out. Hips over the knees. Forehead to the floor. Full breath in and out. Option to bring the chin to the floor. Just right at the base of the neck, softening. Hug the ribs in. Belly strong and lifted. And forehead to the floor. Come back up. And come on to your knees for toes pose. Toes pose looks like this. Toes are curled under and you sit back on your heels. If that's too much, roll up a blanket, bring it between your calves and thighs. You might even pad your knees here, depending what kind of floor you're on, okay? Come up a little, roll the inner thighs in, sit back on your heels. Arms up. Bend your right elbow, left hand to the elbow. Elbow and hand press against each other. And then the left forearm moves toward the sky. Draw your left elbow back and your head back. Bow a little to bring the ribs in, the belly back, and then come all the way back up. Big breath, and dip over to the left. Lean your head back into your right forearm, and draw your elbows away from each other. Inhale, come all the way back up. Both arms to the sky, bend the left elbow, right hand to the elbow. Elbow presses up, hand presses down. Bow a little, bring the ribs in and the belly back. Keep that as you come all the way back up. And the forearm, right forearm goes to the sky. Your head moves back. Inhale, exhale, dip over to the right. You're opening up through the armpit chest, through the serratus, through the intercostals. Deep breath in, right elbow back, and deep breath out. Come all the way back up. Reach up to the sky, full breath. And then yay, hands to the floor. Flatten your feet and tap it out. And now downward dog, so you can feel the benefit of that pose. Maybe unsavory as it was, it feeds your whole body with energy and power. Bend both knees, lift your chin, feel the arch in your low back and neck. Arm bones lift, armpits lift. Hug your hips toward each other and take your belly toward your spine. Straighten your legs, heels to the earth, and settle. Take a deep breath in and deep breath out. Inhale and exhale. Bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front of your mat. Inhale, look up and lengthen. And exhale, take your bow low. Bring your big toes in closer, bend your knees, drop your hips. Utkatasana, chair pose, thunderbolt pose, hug in. And then straighten your legs. And hands Anjali Mudra at your heart. Vriksasana, tree pose. Bring your right foot up, either to your left inner thigh or to the calf, or toes to the floor. And press your foot and thigh against each other. Here's where you might want to use a chair to balance. Hands to your heart, set your gaze at one place. Arms up to the sky, the lift. Feel the connection from your heart to your hands. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. And your foot down to the floor. Other side, left foot comes up, right inner thigh. And press those right up against each other. Hands to your heart, set your gaze. Gentle breath. Arms up. Hands to your heart. And your foot to the floor. And step it out. Release your hands. Inhale, sweep up, full tall breath. Exhale, arms right down there by your sides. Inhale to the sky. And exhale, release. And last one, inhale all the way up. And exhale, arms down by your sides. And take both arms up to the sky. Hold the right wrist in your left fingertips. Reach up. And rooting through the feet, dip over to the left. And come back up. And switch wrists. Hold the left wrist, right fingertips. Reach up and dip over. And come all the way back up. And this time, take your right leg behind the left, toes curled under, heel up. Hold the right wrist again, hug the hips, and dip over to the left. Press out through that right heel. And come all the way back up. And switch it out. Left leg behind the right, heel is up, so you're on the left toes. Squeeze the legs. Hold the left wrist, reach up, and dip over to the right. Lean back a little bit, just like we did at the beginning. Press down into the right foot and away with the left heel. Long, big, huge breath. On your last exhalation, come all the way back up and release arm and leg and roll it out. Shoulders. Okay, a little bit with the hips now. Come to the front of your mat. Arms up to the sky and bow forward. Inhale, look up. Step back to a high plank position. Lift your left knee up and out to the side and bring it down for Salamander Pose. Walk the back leg back. To start, flatten your back foot and come onto your forearms and elbows. Flex your left foot, and so your left knee is pretty much in line with your left hip. If this is too much, bring your heel in a little closer toward your thigh. Okay. Forearms press down, and then draw from your finger pads to your wrist, wrist to your elbows. Deep breath in, heart forward. Thank you. And a deep breath out. And stay here. Or come onto the baby toe side of your back foot and walk your forearms and torso over to the left. Drag your left leg back and extend from your left hip to your, drag your right leg back and extend from your right hip to armpit. So you stretch that whole right side out. Bow a little. Take the right ribs away from the floor because they want to sink, right? So draw your left ribs toward your spine and your right ribs away from the spine, and then come up again. So you're still in a twist, but you're not sinking. You can bring this left hand to the thigh and draw the thigh down and forward, out to the side, as you twist even more. And then come on back into center and exhale. Both forearms down and pause. Flatten the back foot. An option to extend the arms. Bring your chin to the earth or your forehead to the earth. Or a block. And slowly come on up. Curl the back toes under, bend the back knee, and press down to lift up. Three-legged dog. And bring that left foot down. Okay, I'm going to turn the other way so you can see me on the right leg. Right leg up to the sky. Bend your knee to your chest, come into plank. We'll come in a little differently this time. Bring your knee down and lower down. Forearms and elbows. Draw your elbows back and your heart forward. Flex the foot on the right leg. And if it feels better for you, bring the heel in toward the thigh. Drag the left leg back and take your heart forward. Roll the right hip toward the middle of your mat and your left hip a little bit out to the left. So you're trying to even yourself out in the middle of your mat. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And then stay here or come to the baby toe side of your back foot. Okay, so it's like the sole of the foot is pressing into a wall on that back leg. And then walk your arms over toward the bent knee to the right. And you'll see here how the left ribs start to draw down toward the floor. So look down, bow forward a little bit to puff the back body. Draw the left ribs away from your spine and your right ribs toward your spine. Keep that, and then keep twisting. So there's still a buoyancy in the back as you twist over. And then the right hand can come to the thigh. It draws the thigh bone toward the earth and out to the side. So you're getting length. Press into the back heel so that leg gets length as well. And twist. Open. Head back, throat back, like we did in that earlier pose. Big breath in. Exhale and twist. And come on back into the middle. And exhale. Back to your Sphinx. Flatten the back foot, heart forward. Curl the back toes, bend the back knee. Bring your hands down to lift up, okay? And then three-legged dog up to the sky. And bring that foot down and step it out a little bit, side to side. Bring your knees to the earth and come to a seated position. You're going to take both legs out, give them a good shake. You might sit on the folded edge of a blanket here to give your low back a nice arch, which always helps. Okay, and then roll the thigh bones in. Bring your hands to the top of your thighs and root your thigh bones down and forward, ears back. Deep breath in, finding the earth, and a deep breath out. Bend your right knee into your chest, foot off the floor, and just hold here. Hold the front of the knee and hug the middle. Float the left leg up off the floor. Just find that center place. Breath. And then lower the left leg. Bring your right foot to the outside of your left leg. We're going to bow forward here, so you might use your strap. Okay, so you're going to come to the inside of that front leg and see if you've got your foot or not. And then hold on and just lengthen out. If you have straps, you're here. This front knee is hugging toward the midline. Lengthen out and breathe. And then take your left hand to the inside of your left foot, right hand to your low back, lean back, head back, throat back, and take your right arm back at shoulder level and spin open. Pressing down through that right foot and squeeze the hips toward each other as you dial your inner body to the side. Good. And come back into center. Exhale and counter twist it over to the other side, over toward the left. Lean back. And then come back into center. Lift the right knee, both legs out straight. Hands or strap to your feet. And just keep a nice arch in the low back. Lift your chin a little. Shoulder blades on your back. Root the heels. Roll the inner thighs toward each other, toward the earth. Breath. Good. And then slowly come back up. Bring your left knee in. Hold the front of the knee and hug the midline. Lean back a little and float the right leg up. So you find the center line and everything draws toward it, toward it, toward it. And then float the right leg down. Bring the left foot to the outside of the right foot. And then you're going to come to the inside of that top knee and hold the foot or the strap. And again, we're not bowing forward here. We're keeping the shoulder blades on your back, an arch in your low back, chin a little lifted to aid with that low back arch, that lordosis there. And then squeeze the legs toward each other. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Arm bones and armpits stay lifted and buoyant, even though your legs and feet are so settled. One more deep breath in. And exhale. And slowly come up. Right hand to the inside of the right foot, left hand to your low back. But think about stacking the shoulders here. Before you turn your head, just look at the toes, front toes. Try to bring that left shoulder back by keeping the elbow nice and bent. And then you turn your torso. And last you turn your head. Move your throat back. Stay here or extend your left arm back at shoulder level, thumb to the sky. Draw your shoulders away from each other. Press your arm and legs against each other. Opening. And release. Come on back to center. Come on up. We'll take the counter twist over to the side. And then come back on into center and exhale. Both legs to the floor for a shake. Hold the feet or the strap again. Elbows out to the sides this time. Hug the legs toward each other. And then any amount, I can show you this, might take a block even here or a couple of them and bring your forehead down to the block, the shins, the floor. So there is a rounding in the back here, but real softness as you settle. Forehead, third eye, heart, belly. Inhale to come up. Exhale your breath. Move the block. Take your legs forward. And you're going to come down to your back. So you can come slow Pilates style. Or just bend your knees, bring your forearms down, and come all the way down. Knees to your chest. And rock a little. Side to side. Happy baby pose. Bend in, the left leg out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, right leg out. And bring it in. And left. And in. And right. And in. And bring your knees together. Feet to the floor. Hold the sides of your mat with your hands. And pull your mat away. Press your feet down and lift up. Lift your heels, walk in a little bit. Shimmy your shoulder blades together. Stay here or bring your right knee in and take your right leg up. Bend that knee and bring your foot down. Left knee in, left leg up. Reach through the big toe mound and then bend the knee and bring the foot down. Roll your inner thighs in, lift up, tailbone long, and then slowly lower the heels and peel down vertebra by vertebra like a string of pearls. Soles of your feet together, knees wide, big exhale. Let your hands rest on your belly, the settledness around the pelvis. Ease to the back of the head and the eyes. Arms up overhead. Straighten the legs. Walk your legs over to the right and cross your left ankle over your right ankle. Swing your arms to the right and hold your left wrist in your right fingertips and draw everything over to make a nice sort of crescent shape in your body. Letting the arm bones settle. And inhale, come back to center. Legs come back in. Exhale your breath. And then walk your feet and legs over to the left. Cross your right ankle over the left. Swing your arms over to the left and hold the right wrist in your left fingertips. And draw over. The left buttock slides out a little bit to the left as you dip, fingertips toward toes. And then slowly come back up. Bring everything into the middle. Give deep, deep breath in, stretching along. And exhale. Both feet to the floor for your final twist. This, walk your right foot over to the right. And bring your left ankle across your right knee. Arms out to a T. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring your knees to the left. Torso, chin to the right. And slowly come back up. And exhale, left foot down and over to the left side of your mat. Right ankle over the left knee. Deep breath in. And bring your knees over to the right. Your chin to the left. Inhale to come back up. Exhale your breath. In Shavasana. Taking a nice long length on the floor. Finding support through a blanket, a pillow, some blocks if you'd like. And even yourself out. Find a place that feels just right to land your bones and your breath and your spirit. Take a deep, deep breath in and a long, complete breath out. And gently wiggle your fingers, your toes. Roll around on your wrists, your ankles, your jaw. Roll your eyeballs around in one direction and then the other. Take a big, long exhalation. With your eyes closed, bend your knees to the earth. Bend your knees, bring your feet to the earth, and roll to your right side, curl into a little ball. With both hands and your eyes closed, press up to a comfortable seated position, long through your spine and through your neck. And take a deep breath in, filling the back of your body. Long breath out to settle. As T.S. Eliot said, we come back to where we started and know the place for the first time. I'm going to end with the very last part of a beautiful poem by Maya Angelou called A Brave and Startling Truth. When we come to it, we, this people, on this wayward floating body created on this earth, of this earth, have the power to fashion for this earth a climate for every man and every woman and every human being. A climate where we all can live freely without sanctimonious piety, without crippling fear. When we come to it, we must confess that we are the possible, we are the miraculous, the true wonder of this world. That is when and only when we come to it. Your hands to your heart, and bring your thumbs to your third eye, palms together lightly. Inhale, lift your heart and chin toward the sky. Exhale, bowing your head to your heart. Namaste. When you're ready, lift your chin, release your hands, blink your eyes, open. Thank you for joining me today. We'll see you soon.